Go Getters Unplugged.
I'm Reese.
I'm Ye.
And I'm Naudia.
And as you all know, we haven't been recording for about 3 weeks or so, and that's because
we've been
life
busy.
has been crazy.
Like crazy, traveling for work.
Work just been crazy in general. Like,
yeah, it's been
just a
overwhelming.
busy time. Just a very busy time, and we apologize.
Sorry, but thank you for being like
patient.
Yes,
sticking with us.
And our last video, all those views, like 1.4K, that's a lot to us.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Small YouTubers matter.
Yes, serious. So we're gonna be talking about our transition from college to real life. Y'all know things get real, at least for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a wild ride. So we just want to share that experience with y'all, give some advice, some tips, things that we would do differently.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we live with no regrets, but it's like,
what if?
Yeah.
Maybe if I would have did this instead of that,
I would be here.
Yeah. So yeah.
So let's get this video to 1.5K.
Girl, just
we going
above and beyond.
It's a prayer. We just gonna pray about it. Hope y'all like it. Hope y'all tell your friends. Yeah.
Hopefully this helps somebody in their transition, or
'Cause that's
even just
definitely
thinking
what we
about
want.
their transition.
Or
Or just thinking about their transition if they aren't even there yet. So
yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the video.
okay, so let's take y'all back to our college years. So we
When
each
life
are
was good.
yeah. When we were all Purdue graduates, graduated December 2014.
Yeah.
And up until now, it's been a real struggle.
Crazy.
It's been very crazy. But going back to college, we always talk about how we didn't appreciate it. Like looking back, we was just living.
The price of living.
The price of living.
Real cheap.
just the experience in itself, we were just way more carefree. Like it's very a real thing when you graduate and they talk about like adult life in the real world. That transition is just
We weren't ready.
we were not ready.
We was not prepared whatsoever.
Not at all. Yeah, one thing that I definitely would have done differently in college is use my resources more. I did not do internships like I was supposed to. I transferred to Purdue from Clark, Atlanta, my sophomore year. And that first semester, hot mess.
You talking about from Clark or?
Yes, us. Like,
Oh yeah. So y'all, there was this fraternity when we first got to Purdue.
because Purdue, they're like second in like public universities for like Greek life. Like they have a really big Greek life, not necessarily black fraternities and sororities because it's small. That's small. But as far as the other ones,
Yeah. So this particular fraternity had a party every single Wednesday. It was
just
called
a party
Tuesday.
school, just college kids partying all the time. And me and Donyea, for
We
sure,
was there
we would not miss it.
We was there every week.
Thankfully. And my grades suffered. Like I had a statistics class and I got an F. An F?
I got a D.
I graduated high school with a 3.7. C's used to make me cry. Like that knocked down my GPA to a 1.9.
So at the end of the day, don't be us. Don't go partying.
Actually, you can be us, but it's about the recovery. Because I graduated from Purdue. My cumulative was a 3.3. And then my last year, 3.6. Like, you have to work to get yourself together. I knew I wanted to be an AKA. Me and Nadia's direct pro fights, they are smart as hell.
Baby genius.
And they was looking at my GP, like, you want to do what? You want to be who? You want to be down with what?
Yeah,
No, you have to get yourself together. Like, if you make mistakes, it's totally fine, but you need to really learn how to learn from them. You please learn from them.
And just discipline yourself. You can go out, you can have fun.
I learned
if you go out on Wednesday, okay, you wait until Saturday, get yourself together the next 2 days or whatever. It's just really try to balance it out.
Yeah, and try not to procrastinate.
Yes.
Because we definitely procrastinated a lot.
I still got that problem.
It's hard.
It is hard. But yes, it's definitely about learning from that because of 1.9, thankfully my mama, she's the best. I told her that and she just like, well, you know what you need to do.
You gotta fix it.
And that's exactly what I did. It was such a struggle, but like I said, using those resources as well. Partying, you can party whenever. That ain't going nowhere. You only do college once. You only got one time to like really get it right. And Purdue is a wonderful school. Like, we were really blessed to have like all those resources, but
And we had each other.
exactly, yes, that. Which is good. We helped each other get through, but
we held each other
definitely
down,
held
man.
each other more accountable when
Right.
it came to stuff like that. Like,
Right.
just stand on our stuff. We got our grades and stuff, but you have to go above and beyond. Like, the
Mhm.
real world is competitive
Yeah.
as hell.
And even when we graduated, it was a shock, I think, for all of
Yeah.
us because I thought I went to school and I studied, and then when I got out of college, I didn't get a job on time.
No, heck, I think it took me like 2-3 months to get like a.
Oh, it took me
Full time.
about 6, 7.
And I was still doing internships after I graduated.
Yeah, me too.
Depressing. Like, it was, I know 2015 for me, I did not go to the hospital to get clinically declared, whatever, depressed, but a sad time.
Mhm.
And even like our last semester, we would hear our friends like, oh yeah, I got this job lined up, blah, blah, blah. We just like, I guess all of us
I don't know
just
what we doing.
faith and prayer. We depend on that a lot. Like,
And it's not a thing that we're just broadcasting like we didn't have ourselves together, but it was just
it's
it
real.
was a lot.
Yes.
We didn't prepare appropriately for all the things that were going to come and like the competition, trying to find a job with these companies. It was very, very hard.
Yeah. I mean,
It humbled me really quick.
2015, I just wish I had a delete button because I'm just like, Lord, please help me.
it was definitely crazy. Like, I feel like a lot of the jobs, I mean, you gonna put in a lot of applications, like, everywhere, whether they got something to do with your major in college or not. Like, but I feel like a lot of them, you don't hear nothing back right away, and then you just like, what am I doing
Or they
wrong?
contact you. Somebody,
Oh, but
literally
best believe, once you get that one, like, hey, you got an interview, you got the job, everybody gonna start hitting you up.
Yes.
Like, it never fails.
But I don't like when they hit you up like a year later after you
Oh,
applied.
yeah,
Like, that pisses
that's
me
annoying.
off. Like, who's in HR? Who's handling that? Like,
It's like the other companies be knowing, like, okay, yeah, she just got that
They got
job.
that
Let's-
sixth sense sometimes when boys know
Right.
you talking to somebody else,
yeah.
so then they hit your line.
Mhm.
Seriously, that was a good comparison.
No, but we heard so many no's. I'm like, I don't do well with rejection on any level.
Right.
And
Like I said,
baby,
humble.
we was getting
Rejected.
rejected.
Yeah.
Life is just, and then I just feel like also like with those internships, like it just helps you open up that door for higher salaries, higher everything. Like I feel like we had to like start from scratch
Mhm.
and
Work our way up.
still building our like, and also
Having an unpaid internship, I did it.
Yeah. I did it too, but then I started like working part-time for the same company. But it wasn't
I was
like,
babysitting on the side.
it wasn't like, it was $11 an hour. I ain't even gonna lie. It wasn't like
Yeah.
yes.
big, part-time. So,
Yeah. But it helped to get experience. So at that point, it's like you have to put in perspective of getting the experience while, I mean, the what am I trying to say? The experience and the value of learning the craft in the real world and applying it, I think that's priceless. So when you're young, I mean, I think that really helped all of us. But at the same time, I mean, you can only do it for so long.
yeah.
You gotta make some money.
Yeah.
Like, it's tough. And also, like we majored in communications, like public relations. We still work in that. Like I primarily work in events, which I love. But I should have went to business school because I want to be an entrepreneur at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But then you realize that stuff after you
After you
After you be done,
after
right.
it's done, after you get this degree.
You spend all these years doing one thing.
All
You're
that
like,
money.
I don't want to do this no more.
Sally Mae.
right.
Sally Mae.
Taking all my money.
There's another chance to get it right because
It is another chance.
higher education is on the way.
Yes. Yep. Some of us trying to get into grad school.
Yep.
Trying to open up our own business.
Exactly. It's just, I think it's very important to just have those different streams of revenue.
Yeah.
And just always have your hands in something. Like, I think that's what we do well. We don't just like.
We just don't do our 9 to 5.
Exactly. And
Right.
thank goodness. Thank God for our 9 to 5s. We done got
Oh,
decent
yeah.
jobs. We get to travel when we want. Blah, blah.
Yes.
Like, we get to do as we please and still save money. I need to save more, but we do have that option of living how we want to now.
Right.
But it took us
It took
3
time.
years.
Yeah, it took us a while.
2.5, 3 years after college to really like get into a groove. And like now we know what we want out of life. Like now we know next steps, what to do, how to negotiate when you want higher salaries, all this different stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
So, Reese, what would you say your biggest thing between the transition of like Clark to Purdue to real life? What do you think has been like the biggest lesson learned from all those transitions? Because I remember you saying like it was a shock going from Clark to Purdue.
It was a big shock because it's always that argument like black people, you know, sticking with their people and going to HBCUs. And then that argument with like we can't relate because you're a black person at a PWI. So for that was a huge transition. I loved Clark. I loved going to a HBCU, but I come from a single parent home. It was a lot for my mom. And I'm just like, I can go to Purdue. That school is ranked number 4 public university in the country. Like it's an amazing school for a cheaper price. So I did what I had to do that was financially responsible for my family, and I still got a great education. It's just a different experience. Like I'm grateful that I had both of those experiences. Yeah, it taught me. HBC, I'm an advocate for both. Like I'm very much an advocate for both because you can learn. You can't just say one thing about people going to a PWI if you've never been to one. You can't say something about, you know, blacks going to HBCU if you've never been to one. I can speak on it because I did both. So yeah, I think that it's great in different aspects, but I did what was best for my family financially. So I mean, that's what I did. And as far as Purdue, like I said, that shock of partying all the time and then having my GPA plummet like that was just ridiculous. 1.9 on my transcript, disgusting.
It's easy to
I
mess it up.
think that
Like disgusting. And Purdue is just hard. It's an engineering school. So I shot out to the engineers, like shot out to them. But I feel like they put that sets the tone for all the other majors too. It's a difficult school. Read the articles about how hard it is to like earn an A and whatnot at that school. It's very challenging, very demanding. So it taught me a lot about myself. Like you said, organization skills, trying not to procrastinate, just trying to, it's a balance. And then after college,
it's crazy.
like I said, 2015, that first half of that year, just you learn a lot about yourself. Not just as a person, like just me as a woman, like you just have that time to just think like, this is real life. Like, what do I want to do? Like, I really have to like take these necessary steps to make my life purposeful. Like, I don't want to just be going through the motions.
Yeah.
But we had a good group. Like, we are seriously in a good group right now. I feel great. Sky's the limit. Life is lit right now. I mean, truly. So
It is. We have a lot of things going on. We're thankful we're busy, but we're thankful for having time that isn't idle. Like we're not just wasting time. It's more so we're trying to figure out all the things that we can be doing that just keeps us purposeful and not just busy. But also just like getting more out of life and like really utilizing all the stuff that we've learned and experienced and everything.
And I love like me and Naudia have a separate like venture called Savor, that blog, Honor Your Pace. You ain't gotta keep up with nobody.
No.
Like you may see somebody, oh, they moved into this new apartment. Oh, they did this. Oh, they got this farm job. Honor your pace because you are you and that's them. Like you ain't gotta compete. It ain't about a comparison because everybody is different. Everybody lives a different life. Like don't let anybody tell you what you need to be doing. You know, be sure of yourself and like what you want to do, and everything will be good. Because when you get to comparing, blah blah blah, see people on Instagram doing it up, most of that stuff is for show.
Yeah, for sure.
Like do your thing. You do you.
Do you, boo?
Yes. Seriously. So what y'all think about y'all transition? What would y'all say?
Well, Naudia started off at Purdue. I didn't start off at Purdue, but my transition, for one, I wanted to kind of venture off and get away from home. But getting to Purdue also, me and Reese transferred at the same time, and we both jacked up. Like my GPA dropped too, like crazy. But I'm just like, okay, we gotta get our lives. We gotta slow it down a little bit. Yeah, we still party.
Yes.
Like, every weekend. But we made time. Like we made a schedule. Like, okay, we gonna chill out, get our work done, and then once we get our work, sometimes I stayed in the house while Reese went out.
Yeah, because
like, I'm saying, I'm gonna do my work.
Reese like to go out. Like I do my work. You figure out what works for you.
Yes.
Like you need to figure out what works for you.
And then I feel like we had all of us to get together and do like study sessions. Like, all right, we
Club Hicks.
Right, Hicks being there late at night, sleeping in the library.
I never slept in the library.
I would sleep right on my little MacBook.
Some people can do that, stay up in the library. D'Angela.
Yes. My Sans D. Shout out to her.
Baby girl be up in that library all the time.
Faithfully.
To like 5 in the morning. I'm not the type of person to study. I will study some, but I'm not about to wreck my brain. Yes. Like I'm just not that type. Fine. Your thing. That works. Like seriously.
Yeah.
You gotta find a thing that works.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was gonna show you was doing.
Oh yeah.
But I think my biggest piece of the transition was after I graduated college. So I had a degree, but for public relations, they want experience the most. So
they just want everything. They want to suck the life out of you.
They want you to have a doctorate. No, but
for real.
Like after I graduated, I was, not getting interviews, and I was applying for, entry-level jobs, but at the time I didn't know that the field I was applying for, you needed more experience.
So far behind.
I was doing, I took a step back and applied for more internships. Finally got one. And I went all the way to Atlanta for an internship. I was there for about 8 months. Came down to the end, and I didn't get the job that I was hoping for at my number one company.
I was pissed.
I
waste my friend time.
I was so upset about it, but the transition, moving to a new place, not having my friends with me, barely having family, with a stressful job that I was trying to land, it was a struggle for real. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't take it back, me going down there, but the circumstances were not in my favor. And so I took a step back, pushed the reset button, moved back up to Indiana. And things were still a struggle. I was still interning. And finally, I went through some ish, and I didn't really mean to say that part, but I went through
so prim and proper.
Some stuff, and finally I'm at a position to where I'm I feel stable. I feel more safe with what I'm doing, and I actually like it. This isn't the end for me. I'm ready to go somewhere else, relocate for sure, and move to the next opportunity. But right now the pace is fine for me. I don't want to say I'm comfortable, but I am safe.
You good.
You gotta balance.
I'm finally at a steady pace, and so all that stuff to say, I'm looking forward to what's next, because it's been a real struggle, and I would try to help anybody who is going through that tough time of not feeling adequate, not feeling good enough for these positions, because you
really are. Seriously.
We have so many great things to offer, and it's if one person would just give us a chance. Out of all those no's, they could have got some bomb people. But that's okay.
But that's their law, so whatever.
Right.
It is.
And go ahead.
What are you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say, make sure you recognize your work and don't settle for less than it when you do get the opportunity.
Because they will lowball you. They will lowball you. They will say what I've just recently. You gotta play the game or get played.
Your first job, you don't really know. You're
just happy.
Yeah, they don't even know what to expect for real.
Exactly. You're just so happy, and you're just this just sounds great. But then you start to really think like you said, what you want out of life. Stuff costs. Like stuff costs. Like you got to do what's best for you always. I think also too, so many people like look at us, like our friend group, and I feel like they don't know this type of stuff about us. They just see us traveling. They see the good stuff. They see
y'all here.
y'all always
going somewhere.
Oh, y'all always doing this, that.
Yeah, but we working really hard for the money that we get in to go these places. Like, these places don't be cheap. We try to find the cheapest little deals.
Yes, we are the queen of deals, please.
Yes,
please.
like, y'all want a cheap flight, hit us up.
Because we know all the tips and tricks what they like.
Yes,
seriously.
but it's like, if you don't know how to like plan out your stuff, like your trips and
your money,
for anything, money,
all of that stuff, like we're just in
we
a
save.
groove.
I know I'm a really big saver, so
we are trying to relocate and travel at the same time and just have a life outside of the office.
Right.
So I mean,
because it will take over. If you let it, it will take over your life. I was just writing on Snapchat. I live for my
and you want to get out and explore new
I
things. You don't want to be stuck in the same area and be like, oh, you never been here before, you never been there before. But like a family reunion or something like that. Like a lot for real. Because I'd be like, yeah, I'd have been to Tennessee before. Because family reunion, or I'd have been here before. But a lot of places that I go with them, I would have never really went.
And we just do stuff that we would never, ever. I don't know.
it's important.
Yeah.
To see different cultures, to just get a new outlook
Yes,
on how people live, and even see if it could fit, like if you can fit into the lifestyle.
Because we are from Indiana.
Yes.
Indiana. Most of y'all don't even know where that is on the map, y'all. If y'all have like any comments, any stuff y'all want us to talk about, if y'all got problems and y'all want to talk it out, we here. Because yes, we can make a whole video on it.
Yeah.
Like, we love these discussion talks. We just want to feel like we know that we relate
to a lot of people.
Exactly. We may not know y'all yet. Y'all may not know us yet. Haven't seen our channel, but hopefully we cross paths because life is tough, but we getting through it, y'all.
We're gonna all get through it together.
Exactly. Exactly.
So y'all, we are so excited. August will be so much fun. August, September.
Probably dang near for the rest of the year.
The rest of the year is so much that we're gonna be doing. We're excited. We're going to have a girls trip soon, but it's gonna be business and pleasure at the same time, which I'm super excited about.
I know we're going to like this super dope conference,
but don't tell them. Don't.
I said this super dope. I didn't give no names. Like you'll see, we'll make an awesome vlog about it.
Yeah. That's gonna be coming soon.
Yeah,
also, my birthday. No, that's gonna be super lit.
Yeah, that one is probably gonna. I love Vegas.
That just might put the icing on the cake for the year. No.
Of course you're gonna say that.
Okay, sorry.
No pun intended.
Sorry.
Well, we know our birthday.
But your birthday was lit. Give us a thumbs up if y'all watched Nadia's 25th and Reese's 25th.
And if you haven't, go look at it.
Yes, if you haven't, go watch it right now.
We'll talk to you guys in the next vlog.
Bye.